now. Sometimes he doesn't like them. Sometimes he reacts to them in a negative way. Girl, I'm not going outside now. You missed your chance, Luna. Luna tickle. Hello, welcome to my tube. My name is Margie. I'm Heyoka. I'm Path. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Mom's here today. How you doing, Mom?
I'm doing well.
Mom's like my little co-host. She likes to chime in every now and again. So, I'm happy to report I got a good night's sleep last night. I don't think I woke up till about 5 o'clock this morning. So, for me, it's been a good couple weeks since I've had a good solid night's sleep. For that, I'm grateful. Still had a lot of fiery energy, man. Scorpio season. It's ruled by Mars or Pluto or both. Depends on who you talk to and what book they read. Anyway. And that's my moon sign's ruled by Scorpio. My sun sign's ruled by Aries. So that's ruled by Mars too. So I got a lot of to say the least, huh, Ma? I've always had a lot of energy. Ma, I got Mom a new present today. I like to get her little gifts every now and again to help pass the time. And this is one of her favorite shows when I was growing up. They use this, I've always had, maybe it's my Scorpio moon, but I've always had the inquisitive vibration. I've always inquired. I've always been investigating. People come across as wonderful human beings that everybody loves. I'm always wondering where the shadow aspects are. And when people come across all cranky and cantankerous and staunchy, well then I look for the light in them. Luna! So, we used to always watch investigative shows. At the same time, the first forensic TV show that I can remember is a show called Quincy, and Mom got that too. Mom, you want me to see if I can find you the entire collection of Quincy? No. So now, because she just likes to watch Longmire, but now we have Longmire, and then we have House, and then we have Big Bang Theory, and now we got this into the mix, because that's just how it is. So, no, Luna! You don't get to. Oh, you're stuck? Come over here. Well, you couldn't get out? Is that why you're upset? She says, yes, I was trapped and you're being mean about it. Come here, pretty lady. As soon as I'm done, I'll let you out. Come on. Get up there with the stinky boys. All in all, today was a very pleasant day. The trigger energy for me is a lot. I'm just tired of freaking rude people, man. I got no patience, and I got a short fuse. And I got a nice message from a nice Earth Angel today, reminding me that, you know what, Marge, you can get mad. Oh, the talk that I did yesterday where IFO Hilo dude, that guy that makes, down in Las Cruces, makes $216,000 a year before his benefits. A city planner. I put a post on Snap crap today. on Snapnax on Instacrap today. And it was an ode to him with the picture of the video. I hope he sees it. See, because these people don't care, but I just want him to know that there's one person. There's got to be at least one person that is going to call these people out directly on their bullshit. It's like, you can freaking dupe the rest of the world, but you can't fool me. You're a piece of shit. And every single person that is in these positions, all I hear is they think they're heroes, man. They think they're heroes. Their egos are telling them, yeah, man, yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it. The things people deserve is not, the things that people think they deserve is not sustainable for life on this planet. Good thing, what? The population is reducing so much? Really? Nah. Nah, that ain't the solution. And these fucking nut jobs, a lot of them think that that's still the solution. Mind your loved ones and kids this weekend, folks, and your pets that you like a lot. Because it's a high sacrifice weekend. Happy Halloween. People like to do their rituals. People like to pay homage to their freaking demons and dastardly their entities of wickedness. It's weird and it's gross, and people go, that doesn't happen. It's not real. Oh, folks, the things that happen in the name of it's not real. Mom got a pot pie today. We don't like to eat a lot of junk food around. Mom, but every couple weeks I'll get her one. She needs to walk around, huh? Pretty soon, huh? It's about that time. We just soaked Mom's feet. Oh no! I gotta respond to this. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on Stanley. He's better. He's eating. Like, he had a big old breakfast. He ate a lot for breakfast. But I was telling Mom, I'm just like, see, the thing is when patterns change, the first thing that I gotta remember, Marge, is that change it's not necessarily bad. Like, when I see people's for you a lot, I can always tell when somebody doesn't want to be my friend anymore. It's like I know the instant. It's like I know the thing I say, and that is like whatever it is, and then you just don't want to know them anymore. Most of the time. Sometimes I'm like, man, I wish they would have let me know what it was that I said. People just quit talking to me. I guess that's all right. I guess there's people in my life that I've just quit talking to, I suppose, if I thought about it. I don't do anything. I do all this stuff, all the behaviors. That's why it's like it bothers me so much, because I know who I was when I acted that way, you know? Such a selfish person, such an egotistical person. So when I see these, it's just like, Marge, there by the grace of God go you know? Go I. Whatever. I'm so sensitive to vibration and frequency, you know. And the freaking vibration of D-baggatry, it don't feel good. Just even sitting next to a fucking D-bag in an Audi at a stoplight, I gotta roll up my window sometimes because their doucheness is just oozing everywhere. Yep. People in their Infinities, their big stupid trucks, you know, and people, it drives me crazy. $70,000 vehicles. I'm like, what happened to this planet, man? What happened to this world? Things got so terribly, terribly, terribly out of hand. And then I open and I go to the news, and I know I don't listen to the news. I read headlines. Then I'll take screenshots of headlines that I've read. Let's see, albums. This happened today. I have a story about this. The Jesuit president gives the Jesuit Pope, okay? See, when I was in the Air Force, where is it? I think it's around here still. When I was in the Air Force, let me look in this one cup here, and if it's not in here, then I don't know where it is. But I think it might be in here. I know I have it. This isn't it. I think it's in my old wallet. I know I have it. I still have my airman's coin that they give you when you're in basic training. They have this whole ceremony at Warrior Week, right? They give you this coin. When I went through, they played Wind Beneath Their Wings. How did they know it was such a sentimental song for me and Mom? Because it was a sentimental song for a lot of mothers and daughters. You know? So, you know, just playing those emotions, just trying to get people to act how you want them to act by manipulating with emotions and feelings. Anyway, so what they would do, because it's not as acceptable anymore to be a drunk in the military. You get kicked out. They have less tolerance for it now. There was a time, and evidently it still exists because the president himself said it. Dude's a fucking drunk, man. I hate drunks. People are just drunk. I'm not talking about people that enjoy the casual freaking buzz every now and again, the birthday, Friday night after work, I'm not happy hour, karaoke. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the person that can't sustain their life without having alcohol in them. Yeah. Dude has wet brain. That's what's wrong with him, man. Fried his brain. Too much booze and freaking floozies and doing weird shit to kids and stuff. So they had this little game that they would play that somebody, you bring out your airman's coin and drop your coin. That's a coin check. And then everybody would have to bring their coin out. And if you didn't have your coin, you're buying rounds for everyone. But that's okay, because they make so much money. There's everybody just loves buying rounds for everybody. I remember one time, that was back in my drinking days. See, I got a DUI on base at Offutt. And then I still didn't learn my lesson and get sober until 7 months after that. I know what the obsession of alcohol cravings do. I know what it does. I know when... Every time for years that I drink, there's like a year and a half in there that I drank at least a 12-pack a day. Every day. And granted, it was Bud Light. That's freaking white boy frat beer. There's probably 11 days in there spread out that I didn't drink that. But for the most part, it's a 12-pack a day. And as soon as it's like, I'm alive. But you know what that I'm alive is? That is my spirit leaving. And that is my ego coming in. And my ego sets in. Because that's what alcohol does. It literally removes oxygen from our blood. Oxygen is the only thing that animates a soul sac. That is our spark and breath. That is what keeps us alive. So when people remove the oxygen from what sustains them and put in the spirit, you don't know what kind of spirit you're getting. Sometimes you're getting a wicked spirit. Sometimes you're getting a perverted spirit. Sometimes you're getting a spirit that'll tell you, hey, she wants you, even though she don't. Yeah, you never know what kind of spirit you're going to get. People are so quick to open themselves right up and make themselves receptive to all those spirits. There comes ego. I was talking today. When I'm in ego, I don't care about the dogs. I don't care about Mom. I care about me and what I want to do. And gosh darn it, don't you know, because I deserve it. Yeah, so when I freaking complain about the people that I see that freaking treat themselves so well, and they literally freaking suck in the abundance and become grotesque and obese and disgusting and gross from all of their consumption. How much are people paying forward? Somebody sent me a link in the comments today. I like recommendations. I do. I do not like the little Tolle. He's he's a different aspect of a muskrat. They look the fucking same. Ever notice that? They got that rat. See, and I take hints on that. I pick up everything. And I used to like Russell Brand, but then I was like, how many homes have you got? How many people have you helped place, like yourself, like given security to in some capacity? Not just run your mouth. No, see, because we're not in that world no more. We're in the world where people got to put their money where their fucking mouth is. And are you going to help people put themselves in higher standing? See, that's what I hope to do. I called this talk Travel Center because that's what I want to do. I was telling people my story today at the coffee shop this morning. I was like, I want to have a place where travelers can come, train kids, although it's weird. This is the first place I've ever lived my whole entire life. There's no trains. It's a trip. It trips me out. Because even if I can't, even if it's far off, I don't know. It trips me out. So, but people are always passing through here, right? A lot of times people break down, people get stuck. So I want to have a place people can come, camp, RV, or, and sleep in the spare, whatever kind of thing. Have places, and then if your car breaks down, I will have my garage set up with a couple stalls, and all the tools. So, you got to get parts, you can just swap them out right there. Where people can do laundry, take showers, there's always a coffee pot in the corner, where people can meet and have conversations, maybe sit around a fire kind of thing. Travel center. I was telling them today, I said, someone's like, that's really, because nobody freaking cares about that demographic. See, and I'm all about that demographic. I'm all about the people that are looking up at the poverty line and making their lives more comfortable. And I was always told that all these evangelists and all these churches were supposed to be for the same demographic, but they started serving a different God, and their $4 million properties here and there, that's not what God was talking about. But see, they don't have discipline. People don't have discipline, and when their egos run riot, they don't have that little voice in them that says, no, don't do that. That's self-serving. They have that little voice that says, oh, do that, get that, because, don't you know how much you deserve it? See, that there's a different tone in there. I do stuff every day. People are like, people don't do that. No, you don't do that. People don't give strangers $100 on the street. No, you don't do that. People don't send strangers $500 for freaking funeral expenses to people they've never met. No, you don't do that. Yeah. What's that noise? Who was that? Dreaming? Okay. I was like, I don't want to get too riled, get them upset or nothing. So, I got all these ideas of, and then when I was going off about my travel center today because once I get my people can come and go as they please, whatnot, and I can be there on site, and I can make my pet furniture. I can do my, I'm all about freaking recovery, man. Everybody has something to recover from. And if they've already recovered from it, that's why I want travelers to come and tell me their stories, because that's how I grow and I learn. Yeah. Good girl. Is Luna in the door? Is that what she's doing? Oh, that's okay. All right. So, and plus, I got to stay close to home, and that's the easiest way, it's like, rather than me go out and travel, I let people come to me, tell me the stories of what the world is like, All right, maybe if it starts getting worth living in out there, But I've been around. I've been all over. I've been for some pretty cool places. And really, if you think about the geography of every place on the planet, it's all the same. Places I've been in on Crete look just like they did here. And northern New Mexico looks just like places I've been in Oregon. You know what I mean? The mountains this way look pretty similar to the mountains that way. I mean, formations of mountains the same, you're just different latitudes and longitude. Of course, there are exceptions, but I've been to a lot of waterfalls too. And I'm sure that freaking, like, places like, what is the big waterfall? Niagara Falls? Yeah, sure, that's great, but, I've seen enough pictures and my spirit's already visited there in some point in my incarnation. It's like, nah, I can skip it this time around. I've been Grand Canyon. Got to go on a freaking rafting trip, one of those 3-4 day rafting trips down her belly. That was kind of fun. I've had a lot of life experience. And it's just so weird when I see people just, I don't know, go through the motions. They just kind of always done the same thing, always kind of been in the same place and just same. And I get plenty of same. Mom and I have our routines that are pretty regular. Mom's been hitting the weights. How you feeling doing those weights, Ma? Doing good? Haven't had any more problems with her foot and her circulation. Dodged another bullet. The Marge tricks. Dodging bullets in the Marge tricks. So, what was that other screen show? Oh, yeah, so I just thought that he's like, the dude has a mentality of like a 20-year-old kid. And there, go look at the Jesuit oath, man. I had to post it again today on Facebook because I'm like, people go to these churches. They give them so much money, and they have no idea what these people are about that they're giving the money to. It is such a trip. Let's see here. It's just here's the Jesuit oath. It's everywhere. It's just weird. I do further declare the doctrine of the Church of England and Scotland and the Calvinist, Huguenots, and others of the name of the Protestant or liberal to be damnable, and themselves to be damned, who will not forsake the same. I do further promise to declare that, notwithstanding I am dispensed with to assume my religion hierarchical for the propagation of Mother Church's interests, to keep secret and private all her agents' counsels from time to time as they interest me, and not divulge directly or indirectly by word, writing, or circumstance whatever. I do furthermore promise and declare that I will, when opportunity presents, make and wage relentless war, secretly or openly, against all heretics, Protestants, and liberals, as I am directed to. Extirpate? This text is very small. I'm surprised I can read it. From the face of the... Okay. Extirpate them from the face of the earth, and that I will spare neither age, sex, or condition, and that I will hang, burn, waste, boil, flay, strangle, and bury alive those infamous heretics, rip up the stomachs and wombs of the women, and crush their infants' head against walls in order to annihilate their inexcusable race. That when the cannot be done. That when the same cannot be done openly, I will secretly use the poisonous cup and strangulating cords, the steels of the poniard, or the leading leaden bullets, regardless of the honor, rank, dignity, or authority of the person, whatever be their condition in life, either public or private, as I at any time may be directed to any agent of the Pope. See, that is what they say. This is what I'm going to live my life. And then people put their energy, which is money. People use their energy to go to work to make money, and then they buy shit with that money, and people don't get it. Whatever money you're putting into, you are for that, and whatever that is for, you are for that. Yep, those dirty, dirty Jesuits. I worked at a Jesuit university, man, Creighton in Omaha, and and they talked about how freaking J.D. Rummel, he's still there. He's been there probably 25, 30 years, because they just sit at this, they put him in a different desk, and they just keep giving him more and more money, because it costs more and more to go to freaking college. Oh. And he's the one. It's College World Series in town, and this is like it. And they called their department "Do It." Department of IT. It was "Do It, Do It." Bunch of fucking 15-year-old dudes, man. I worked there 5 years. Started out on the hospital side, then I ended up at student service desk. I'm like, this place is fucking weird, dude. I had Christopher Arison, he and Tig Leffler at Westcorp, two of the biggest pieces of shit bosses I ever had. I guess Christopher, they ended up putting him in a closet someplace because nobody wanted to work with him anymore. He's such a freaking douche. Yeah, but they never fire him, It's just a bros club, man. It's all bros club. It's freaking disgusting and gross, and I'm pretty grateful that I was never embraced in that. It's just, that place was weird, man. Huh, Lou? She's like, I want to go outside. So, yeah, because the College World Series, they broke down Rosenblatt, which was over by the zoo. There's tunnels all over that city too, from the zoo, Rosenblatt. Anyway, they and so many people were so sad about that Rosenblatt place. But I'm like, who's the person that it's named after? She wasn't that rad, or they weren't that rad to begin with. It's just like these people glorify these these false prophets for profits. It's just weird. And then they built the TD Ameritrade Park, which is Prickett's, the governor. His family started that TD Ameritrade, the stock option place. I worked there like 6 weeks. It was weird too, and there's no special interest there. And brother owns the Cubs, family owns the Cubs. It's just like, really? How do they get to do that, I hated Prickett's, man. The governor of freaking Nebraska. That dude is he's a lizard dude, man, for sure. Total lizard guy. He looks like a lizard. And so TD Ameritrade Park, and that's where they have the College World Series. And every year, because I always worked at these big companies, they always give you tickets to go to the College World Series. Have it, take the afternoon off, go to the College World Series. People have their sky boxes and their booze and stuff. It's like, ooh, good time for everybody. But even the director of the IT department is acknowledging that we have to lock down the freaking wireless. Got to really tighten up the wireless security on campus, because you don't want the human traffickers and all the sex traffickers and all those freaking perverts using the Jesuits. But what they probably really did is probably gave them their own network. Here, use ours. Here's use our underground tunnels. Use our facilities. Use our freaking. Are people figuring out what a lie feels like? Are they? Are they starting to come into their own discernment? I really hope people are starting to come into their own discernment. And it was a hard lesson for me to learn, but one thing I did learn a long time ago is that I would rather be wrong about somebody or something, have to admit that I was wrong to that someone about them, and change my attitude toward them, than go against my gut feeling. Yep. World is not the place that it used to be. It's changing. All the time. It's always changing, man. It's every day we go to sleep, we wake up, the world is not what it was. There's 45 volcanoes erupting right now, I think. 45 volcanoes erupting right now. This earth, the pressure is mounting, and how many people do you hear everywhere? Some days I feel the pressure mounting in me, and I gotta let it out. So I've been doing extra sets. I'm like, Ma, sometimes I don't like being me, Ma. Sometimes it's hard being me, Ma. Just with all this angst. I've always had so much energy. I just have always just gone, just go, 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 go. I think I get it from my dad. He's an Aries, and he was always a workhorse too. Now at least I'm coming into that. I gotta balance more. You know, I gotta take time to recharge during the day because I'm not as young as I used to be, man. So today I listened to a talk and got some meditate state, some Zen. I didn't even listen to the talk because I use it and then I do my meditate state thing and then I don't even hear what it's saying. I just kind of use it as a jumping off point, really. But I am definitely meditating. I'm making a point to try to meditate every day because I gotta disconnect from my soul sack, man. I gotta disconnect from my freaking charging unit because I hum all the time. I'm always you know, I'm always telling myself slow down because I want to move so much faster than I can because if I move as fast as I want to, I'm going to freaking trip over a dog. I'm going to, you know, I've learned it's taken a long time to get that discipline to. I was talking about this with the man at the I always have interesting conversations with the folks at the water shack. When I got this, when I lived in Oregon, we didn't have running water for 3 years because the city, I got this. And so I fill up this other glass container that I have, and then the animals drink out of that too. So I have to fill that up like every 2-3 days. But there's this really nice hut place where I can just go and fill it up. And I pull up yesterday, and I just have all this. It's like I gotta transmute so much energy every year in Scorpio season, man. And it seems like it's getting stronger and stronger. Anyway, so I pull up, and I get out, I grab my jug, and I get out of the van, and I actually parked so I had to walk around kind of thing. And I stand there, or I walk up to the dispenser, water dispenser, and there's an out of order sign on it. And I was like, God, like it was the worst thing in the world, right? Like it was I was so inconvenienced or something, right? And then there's a man in the second stall. There's 2 stalls, and there's a man standing, and he was filling up his water jug. But in each dispenser, there's 2 nozzles. And the man goes, "There's a second nozzle over here." I said, "You know what, sir?" I said, "I appreciate that." I said, "But it took me just a second, but I remembered." That I have no place to be. And God gave me some virtues. I'm going to try and go ahead and practice those virtues by just taking a moment and just chilling out, you know. So I thank you for your offer, but I'm just going to go ahead and wait. I said, I blame the cell phone. I blame the light switch. I always blame the light switch. Because of the light switch existing, people can turn on a light switch and the light comes on instantly. That in their mind, the instant gratification should come just as easy. Right? So I get out, my expectation. I really try not to have expectations. I work very hard to try not. I still get them I try very hard not to have them. And he was like, "You know what?" He's like, "There's something to that." I get everywhere I go, I can talk to people and I get people to think. It doesn't matter if I'm at the grocery store. I get somebody's head to nod in some kind of way. And sometimes I'll be talking to this person and out of the corner of my eye, I'll see this person over here shaking their head up and down. Yep. I don't need a lot of, God bless you, Ma. I don't need a lot of YouTube views. Because, see, this is just like a video diary. I started this almost 5 years ago. Big part so my nieces keep me integrity, you know. So, and then when they get old enough, they can go back, and you want to see where Marge was doing in those years that she lived so far away, couldn't be near you. You know, go watch the videos, and you'll see how much she loved you and how much she wanted to be there. She tried to get back to California, and California wouldn't have her, so here we are. And I actually believe that our spirits, because our spirits are people's DNA is waking up, their spirit, there's just like this shing activation that's happening to people all over the world, because people just we're just not living the way we should be living. We aren't being as good people as we should be. Money got way too important. Outside stuff got way too important, man. Stuff that you can't take with you became the precedence for it. Just the enormity of it all. It's unsustainable to the health and well-being of this planet. And it's her spirit. Earth's spirit will thrive. Whether we get to go along with it or not, Mother Earth is ascending. We might as well go along, you know. Because if you fight it, the resistance, it ain't gonna work. You know, it ain't gonna work anymore. So, it's gonna be interesting. Oh, now until the end of the year, it's gonna be super duper interesting. I had one more screenshot, and then I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Oh. For this see, a lot of people don't understand is that the whole last year and a half, whatever, that the world's been shutting down, a lot of these big businesses got, like poor people, like, you know, people, some people got like 400, like these stimulus checks, right? But these businesses, these businesses, non-for-profit supposedly, they all got these freaking huge payoffs. These huge colossal payoffs. Like, for instance, here's an article. Here's a city bank. A food bank in the city. What city is this from? They got $3.7 million of corona relief funds via the city's sub-recipient program. This is in El Paso. This is provided by KCDBC in El Paso. This story is. So this food bank gets so does that mean that everybody is fed? Because that's a lot of fucking money, right? That's a lot of money. No, they didn't take the money, and it goes to help me up here and there. A family. We used to be that we were that family before. I've been the family at Denny's, like where they drew our name, because we didn't have Christmases and stuff a lot. Most of our Christmases were to accommodate a fucking court order from a dipshit judge down in San Luis Obispo County, you know. It's just horse shit. The systems that are perpetuating, because somebody somewhere feels like it. The hell that they put people through. Anyway. So does that mean everybody's got a meal now? That's 3.4. But no, they get bigger office buildings. They get fancy office buildings. They get banners. Everybody gets dual computers. You got in the break room. There's big screen TVs. There's there's Pizza Fridays on Gene Fridays and all that stuff. That's what they do with the excess. So and whenever I meet anybody, and dude, it ain't always easy to be me. It ain't all, some days I'm just like, Marge, you're exhausting, right? Because I'm just like, everybody has something to give to somebody else. Everybody has something of themselves to give. And people just don't do it. And I just see it's just selfishness. It's just, people are just so selfish. They're just so vacant. They're so... And then I keep looking for all the people that aren't. And I don't discriminate against, economic, social backgrounds. Yeah, I do. Because freaking rich people suck. I really think, I just don't understand Because it feels so good to share and help people. So why more people don't do it is just weird to me. And I don't even get to do it as much as like it like trickles down. Because I got 2 main contributors to my channel. 2 people that contribute, and because they do, I get to help people in a big way. Like, because sometimes just freaking, I got just looking into somebody's eyes and just being like, hey man, I've been where you are. It sucks. Energy changes and it doesn't always got to be that way. You know what I mean? If people don't like the way they're living, regardless of what they have or they don't have, we got to do the foot prayers, man. We got to do the foot prayers every day. We got to take the action to set our lives up for a possible, even if tomorrow doesn't come, I still got to do it. I still got to try, man. I still got to try. Every night when I lay down, I'm like, Marge, did you try hard enough today? It's all right if you didn't try hard enough today, Marge. Tomorrow's another day. And if you get to wake up, you could try harder tomorrow, Marge. Yep. Scorpio season, man, it's intense, and that's the thing is people have all these placements in their chart, so when these seasons comes up, you get to feel stuff, whether you want to or not, you're gonna. So, I was telling my homie today, happy birthday, it was her birthday today, and she was at the coffee shop, and I was just like, I look at like a spiral. And every year, the calendar goes around. The calendar goes around in a spiral. And we always, have same holiday, same season, same holiday, And every Scorpio season, it's like the universe is grabbing our spirit and shaking it and vibrating it to activate it. Going, are you getting it yet? Are you getting it yet? Whatever the it, because my it's different than your it is different than mom's, whatever that it is, are you getting it yet? And then if people are, they're not getting it, they're going to keep living the way that they're living. Or they're starting to get it and they're going to start stripping away the stuff that doesn't serve them anymore. All the stuff, all the freaking, self-deprecating behavior. All the stuff that just makes you feel bad about yourself, and that just puts a density in you and weighs you down. Then people have to do stuff to make themselves feel better. And it's a very ugly perpetual cycle. So it's just easier to freaking stop doing the stuff that isn't good for you anymore. And I'm saying this to me too. Yep. So now is not the time to overindulge. And I'm saying that to myself too. I don't drink anymore. I stopped doing the booze. Although I do get cravings every now and again. But I like the margeables, the eatables, the edibles. You take the flour, you mix it with the butter, you bake the caramel or the cookies. It makes people feel good, and it gives them rest and sleep. It's the first true medicine. So I believe in that medicine. And combining it with all the other freaking plant medicine, the dandelion. I mean, the benefits of the dandelion, people don't know how many benefits dandelion has. It's just, Earth gives us everything we need, and people just freaking shit on her, man. She ain't gonna take it. She ain't gonna take it for much. It's weird how karma's playing out, so I'm just like, all right, okay, don't be too much of a, honor, don't be a dick, Marge. Lightning's gonna strike, it's about how I feel sometimes, so